Steve, Mr. H, on a recent trip to the Caribbean island of Curacao, is it? Curacao?
Yeah, Curacao.
Curacao?
Yeah, I think so.
Our tour guide pointed out Table Mountain in the distance. I assume this was the same Table Mountain your father told you about from his travels.
No, that was Table Mountain, Cape Town, South Africa.
I was going to say, that's the famous one,
And
isn't
then
it?
he goes on to say, I've been reminded that there are many other Table Mountains, including one in South Africa, correct, and one in Colorado. The surrounding lyrics suggest you could have meant South Africa. You've answered the question for yourself there, really, haven't you?
What was... Oh, no, sorry.
Yeah. That was from Andy
There
Sachs.
was a Table Mountain down in... Where was it again?
Curacao?
Island
Curacao?
Venezuela.
Sounds like a
Curacao.
drink. Isn't that a drink?
Yeah,
Anyway.
Yeah, it was a Dutch colony.
that's correct. Yes.
Right, well, thank you, Andy Sachs, Boston, USA, geography lesson. Is there another Boston anywhere? Yes, there's a Boston in north of
Lincolnshire, the one
England.
is named after. That one.
Only that one.
Maybe
yeah.
you
Not another York is there anywhere.
Here's one from Gary Kappelman, Texas, USA. Do you think you will tour the United States in the future?
Yes.
We'd like to.
We'd
would.
love to. We would seriously love
We're
to.
looking into the possibilities.
Touring Texas is probably stretching it a bit, but we definitely do want to.
It is very, very complicated and very expensive, but we're looking at
Just
trying to find a way.
We could cover a few of the points that are
Yeah.
problems, right? Okay, first of all, there's getting everybody out there. The costs involved, obviously, in getting us and our gear out there. That's the first thing. Secondly, whatever we earn there, we have to pay 30% withholding tax to the US government. Thirdly, there's
On the income, not the profit.
yeah. So that means that we're really struggling to make
So
anything.
the profit's gone before you come home.
You're probably looking at a big loss.
£2,000 per visa.
To get a
It's
visa.
very
Probably
hard to
about
get visas.
8
I'm-
or 10 people.
$2,000 for each human being, band and crew, has to be paid, plus all of the other. Tell them about that transatlantic.
Well, I'm
Was that-
currently
I
trying
found
to
that
get
shocking.
a work visa at the moment, and I've had to supply 30 pages of press going back from the start of the band, just to sort of prove to the US immigration authorities that we exist and it's credible for us to be going over there and work.
This is transatlantic are actually worth it. That they.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's kind of quite hard. That's just one of the things that you have to do. It's a very long, drawn out process.
The other problem we've got is that we could say, okay, we would charge $50 or even $60 a ticket, which I'm sure a lot of US fans would say, well, I'll pay that.
Sure.
But trying to convince a promoter that our fans would pay that is very difficult, because they look at it and think, well, you won't get anybody turning up at your gigs, so I'm not going to guarantee you any money. So it's hard. Having said all that, we are looking into it for the next album.
And we can't do gigs ourselves because you have to go through, for the paperwork for visas, you have to have agents and promoters contracts.
We would certainly ask our US fans to lobby with the same passion that they lobby us to come, to lobby the government to make foreign artists more welcome in the USA.
They really are making it as difficult as possible.
I think your government needs to be aware of just how much art globally is being effectively excluded and kept away from the USA now by work permit and immigration policy.
But there's probably a strong feeling within the government that we've got enough bands of our own. Why do we need to bring in foreign bands? And that's
it's all the secondary income it generates, though, isn't it? For the clubs, for the hotels. You know, you could argue that.
Yeah, the only way you're going to change that view is to be lobbied though by Americans on the street saying, why can't Marillion come here? Why can't my favourite band come here? Why won't you let them? Because it sort of boils down to that.
Maybe it's time to start a Facebook group,
a campaign,
a tour fund or something.
Well, we live in a
Wait till I've actually got my visa first.
yeah,
though,
maybe.
No, but you know,
we live in a world now where global internet campaigns actually really have clout politically.
I was going to say, even a Facebook group would give us some idea of the strength of feeling and the numbers that we're talking about of people that are out there that would be keen to see us play.
What about the Marillion cruise then?
It's been a long
International
time.
waters, you know.
Yeah, just
I
off the
don't like
coast
the
of New York.
cruise thing. Really.
Yeah,
Should we
I
move
know.
on?
Yes,
Okay.
Could go terribly wrong.
I hope that helped. We do
Emery-
want to come. We do intend to.
we
come.
really want to go to the
Emery
States.
Aidan from Turkey wants to know, how do you feel to visit new countries like Turkey? Do you plan to continue visiting these countries in the new album tour?
If at all possible, yeah. I mean, the thing that was a real shame for me visiting Istanbul is not to have a little bit of time to look around. It's sort of tragic to go all that way and not really manage to get a proper sort of feeling of the city and the history of it.
Yeah, the schedule was changed at the last minute, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it sort of removed the time we otherwise would have had to do a little tour of the old town. We never saw the old town.
No.
Never went anywhere near the sea. I never got within a mile of a mosque, I don't think. So it was a bit like being in Birmingham a lot of the
Yeah, we
time.
may as well have been.
Yeah.
And that was a shame.
I bought a fez though for Mike. I left it at home, but there you go.
I bought some finger cymbals as well, genuine Turkish finger cymbals. Very nice.
That was a rather fetching cravat.
And we got fed a kebab, didn't we? So there you
We
go, a
did.
bit of local cuisine. That was for the guy.
But
who
we are.
asked.
I think the short answer is yes. We do plan to visit other countries
Thailand.
that we haven't visited before, because it's interesting for us to do that. You know.
Yeah, again, you know, look, if you're a fan and there are any rock and roll or concert promoters in your part of the world, lobby them, talk to them. So, you know, ask them to think about bringing Marillion to town. If we get the offers, we'll look at them, and if they make sense to us, we'll come.
Okay, so we got next question. It was from Seth Dewey, USA. It was great to see you all in Montreal last year. When might we expect to see the 2009 fan conventions on DVD? The audio is going to be available in April. What year are we now?
2010.
We're in 2010.
So right, this year, not so long.
It's not long at all.
We
Okay.
nearly finished it
Didn't
all.
you
haven't
say
we?
DVD?
Montreal.
Yeah. Well, okay. In
DVD will be out.
when is it? June, something like that. April as well. Yeah. See.
Something like
April.
that.
I'm getting cued by everyone.
Well, April. Well, that's almost now.
Hold it
she went
aside,
like that.
Lucy.
Almost now
Yes.
is the answer.
Very soon.
Sorry, very soon. It's almost the stereo's been mixed. The surround sound's about to be mixed. Pictures have all been done pretty much. It's and the covers have been done. It's all getting there. Not long. Coming soon.
It was a fabulous weekend.
Yeah,
It was a
brilliant.
great weekend.
I think we should do it again.
Do we plan to have a Marillion Weekend 2011? Says Peter Stenny from Sweden.
Absolutely.
We do.
It's
Yes, we're going to do
looking
one
that
in
way.
Port Zealand again and Montreal again. Hurrah!
Great.
At the Olympia again.
2011 sometime. What did you say, Lucy?
Look at the
Some-
MarillionWeekend.com website.
Look at the Marillion.com website.
MarillionWeekend.com.
Not
All
the Marillion
details.
Convention Weekend.com website.
You know where to
whatever.
look. You
Are
don't
you
need
all
us.
right under that table?
Is that a Table Mountain?
We should have a
Or just
nervous
an ordinary
breakdown.
table?
So keep an eye on the website and
Yeah. How's the knees?
Yeah, keep an eye on the website. That all information.
we're so good at
is ready,
self-promotion.
will be.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We had a lot of fun answering your questions, and send some more. We'll do another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you all next week.
And thank you, Mark, for being question master.
Oh, thank you, Peter, for
In the
taking me.
mastermind chair.
Yes.